Charles Ortel, who is one of the most brilliant people I met during this 2016 campaign. He is a wizard of Wall Street, a guy who understands corporate finance and the charitable realm, and his work at charlesortel.com plays a key role in our understanding of the Clinton Foundation scandals. So, Charles, welcome to the show, and I'm sorry for our delay, but I had a lot to get off my chest there.
No, thanks so much for having me on, Roger.
Charles, the president-elect comes out and says the Clintons should not be prosecuted. I know that you have a great understanding of their crimes. What's your take?
Well, actually, what he said was very clever. He said that he didn't believe there should be a new investigation opened into Hillary Clinton's potential abuses. That's a very different thing than saying, that the ongoing investigations, which I understand to be legion inside the U.S. and now outside the U.S., he expressed no view on whether those investigations should proceed. And indeed, that's a proper approach to take. The president-elect actually should play no role whatsoever who gets prosecuted, doesn't get prosecuted. That's the country, it's not the United States of America. So I wasn't disheartened at all by that comment.
Well, it's interesting to me also that I heard that the president-elect will ask all of the foreign nations who are our allies to release any relevant documents regarding the Clinton Foundation. I am also quite interested, as I'm sure you are, to see what is in the 650,000 new emails in the Huma Abedin, Anthony Weiner trove. It was interesting to me, Charles, how many of the WikiLeaks merely confirmed your original work digging into the Clinton Foundation.
Well, thank you for bringing that up.
Charles, where do you think the investigations into the Clinton Foundation and their other foibles go from here?
Well, I think what's going to happen is that Donald Trump's administration will rightly wait until 12:01 on January 20th, when his full team will begin to have controls over the Justice Department, over the IRS, over the various regulatory bodies, the FTC, and will be able to look on the inside with subpoena power at the massive evidence inside and outside this country of all the charities connected to the Clinton Foundation. And it's not simply the Library and Archive out there in Little Rock. It's a vast web of charities with the Clinton name in it, of charities whose you wouldn't even think had a connection to the Clinton Foundation, but do. And so I would suspect he's going to empower, or the Justice Department, the IRS, will be empowered to take this investigation where it really needs to go. And it's going to take some months to actually go through all this record, during which time I would guess the administration will be focused on positive changes that will help all Americans. And this will just bubble along until it reaches the public domain later this next year.
I think that's a good analysis, Charles. I mean, it just seems to me that this may be Donald Trump with a shrewd piece of pardon insurance. I mean, if you announced your intentions today to enforce the law and to investigate wrongdoing, obviously Barack Obama would have an enormous incentive to pardon Hillary, Bill, and Chelsea, and probably a slew of their flunkies. And based on the historic precedent set by Gerald Ford in the Nixon pardon, the Clintons can be pardoned for crimes that have not even yet been identified. Any crime they have or may have committed. And the Obamas and the Clintons, while they do not see eye to eye, they have too much on each other. And therefore, I suspect that they would do so. Now, Obama doesn't want to do that because it doesn't want it to be his legacy. Plus, he doesn't like the Clintons anyway. But I think as we learn more from the 650,000 Huma Abedin emails, when entirely new crimes are brought to the fore, or when additional evidence of crimes that you, Charles, have already identified are confirmed yet again, as they were at WikiLeaks, well, I think they could be in deep trouble.
Well, three quick points, Roger. The first is that the president can only pardon certain federal crimes. Obviously, he could not pardon impeachment. There are lots of state and foreign crimes here that the president of the United States has no power to pardon. And beyond that, were the President Obama to pardon the Clintons, how many of the team can he actually pardon for federal crimes? Could he pardon all the lawyers and accountants and trustees and executives? I don't think so. And he hasn't raised very much money for his own foundation. We saw how pardoning did not help Bill Clinton raise the money for his foundation when he pardoned Mark Rich. So I'm not so sure that pardon is going to be an effective route here.
My fellow InfoWarriors, I am very excited to be able to announce to you the introduction at InfoWarsLife.com of a new way to save time and money when you stock up on InfoWars Life formulations like Survival Shield X2 and Super Male Vitality. Just go to InfoWarsLife.com today, select your favorite product, click on Auto Ship before adding to cart, and choose how often you want us to send you another order. Every time you choose Auto Ship at InfoWarsLife.com, you get 10% off and you won't have to worry about running out and having to reorder next time. And of course, you can cancel with one click anytime. As you know, I'm all about the idea of a 360 win, and the new auto ship feature at InfoWarsLife.com is a sure win for everybody. A win for liberty, a win for health, and a win when it comes to big savings. Visit InfoWarsLife.com today and save 10% on your next InfoWars Life order by selecting auto ship at checkout. That's InfoWarsLife.com or call 888-253-3139.